This is a video to explain how the separation process works on this system. Granulator is switched off so I can speak and you can hear me, but the water's still running to give you an idea. First of all, I'm going to start with a granulator. It's just quite a simple tool. It's a bit like a food processor. I'm going to open it up and show you inside. Just simple, it spins round. Try not to chop your fingers off. The blades spin that way. I think there's 6 spinning blades and 2 fixed blades. That's the fixed blade at the front, and that's the one at the back, or vice versa, down that way. Once the media, the copper wire, is chopped up, you can see the copper wire there. Once it's small enough, it will be passed out the machine. Now this depends on what size screen you have. Now screen is like this. It fits inside the machine at about that position. Hang on, there you go. Obviously the copper and the plastic won't leave the machine and go down the water chute until it's small enough to fit through the holes in the screen. My screen size is 2mm inside the machine. This is slightly bigger. It's an earlier experiment and it didn't quite work. Right, once it goes down the chute, it has a bend here, which I'll explain in a minute. A couple of magnets, picks up speed, adds more water. When it gets to this part, the aluminium part gets slightly wider as it goes down. That has an effect of slowing the water flow down. Basically, the water flow is not strong enough at this end to wash the copper away, but it's strong enough to wash the plastic. That's how it separates. The best way to separate it is to chop it as fine as possible. Then the size of the copper wire and the plastic is roughly the same size, so the copper is obviously heavier and more denser than plastic, so the plastic will get washed away. Once we get past that stage, we come to, this is the water tank. Inside there is just a normal pond filter. Inside here is a mesh tray that collects all the plastic. Depends on how steep you've got the angle of the water, how quickly it travels. You might want to take a risk that some of the copper gets washed away. If you do that and you're not happy and there's too much copper in this tray, you can put it through the system again, or just save all your plastic. Take this tray out, and then the system will recirculate the plastic until the copper's settled in that tray. This tank is basically a header tank. It has several pipes running off. This is the infeed from the pump, which comes up at a slight angle to spin the water around. The feed for the, just put my torch down. Feed for the granulator is this one, and then it's the main feed, which is the bulk of the water, comes out halfway down the chute. Right, water tank. It's got a whirlpool. Idea behind this is the heavier copper, if there's any in the plastic, will go to the centre of the whirlpool and get washed back into the aluminium tray for separation again. The lighter plastic and the dirt will go to the top and out of that outlet into the water filter, which is made up of several trays, which one tray here to show you, it's got a very short boundary height wise, and then it's got an overflow in the middle, so when that fills up with dirt and clogs up, it goes down the overflow and to the next tray, which you can see here that the first tray is already clogged up with dirt and overflowing. Second tray the same. Third tray is overflowing, and then the fourth tray is still filtering water. It's very important to keep clean water, because when your copper dries, if it dries and it's got dirt in the water, the dirt stays with the copper and it looks a mess. Right, that's about it, I think. Just explains a little bit how it works, and this video goes with my video with the machine actually working, so you can see it separating copper. Just one last thing, I'll just show you the plastic that's left over. There's a little bit of copper in it, not very much. If you're like me, you don't like giving copper away and you want to weigh it in, then you can recirculate it. This is basically what you do. If I can get it in the camera. Stick it in there and you can see the plastic circulating. The lighter plastic will go to the edge, and hopefully all your copper will go back through the system and back into your pocket when you're waiting. Plastic will end up in this side, which you can see it's already collecting. Like I say, you take the tray out, the collection tray, and the pump's strong enough to recirculate it. As long as it takes, it will pump it through, back into through that pipe, back into the tank, spin it round again until finally it'll end up in the filter. Then you can throw it away. Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for watching.